Brant County, I think, is unique in Ontario because of the Grand River. I mean, other cities have rivers flowing through them, but the Grand River is different because I don't know of a river of this stature that flows through so many urban areas and is pretty much unchanged as it flows through them. A good example is the fact that bald eagles have been nesting for 10 years now right within the city limits of Brantford along the Grand River. Bald eagle's a pretty wild bird. You wouldn't have bald eagles nesting in the city of Brantford if there wasn't a lot of wildness within the city. Toronto has rivers, but they're not rivers like the Grand River with the fish and the wildlife. Grand River's pretty unique and certainly well worth protecting.
Protecting water in all of our communities across Ontario, and especially here in Brant, is critically important to a sustainable future for everyone. Because the ecosystem and the Greenbelt in particular, we need to value the natural services that the Greenbelt provides. $3.2 billion in natural services of clean water, fresh air, and carbon sequestration. And protecting the Gulf Paris moraine is so important for our community.
Well, I'm happy to talk about water. It's something I get pretty passionate about. I've observed my son several times playing in a puddle or playing in the river, and I hear him saying to himself, "Water is life, protect our water." You can tell he's been to a few rallies with us, but it's really important. We are so blessed in this area with the beautiful Grand River and the Nith River, and we've got fantastic water. If you talk to people in other parts of Brant County, they brag about how delicious their water is in their community, and I think it's crucial to protect it.
Well, gravel pits, unfortunately, are one of those industries or areas left out of the source water protection legislation. So if I want to put up a gas station in a source water protection area, there's some hoops I got to go through. If I want to start a gravel pit, I don't have to worry about the water at all. So it's a little frustrating to see that double standard.
You can't eat aggregate and you can't live without water. We need to recognize the additional threats that aggregate extraction provides to our drinking water, removing the natural filter of the gravel that filters the water and protects our aquifers, but also then creating new pathways through the rinsing ponds and so on. If the aquifer collapses or is otherwise contaminated, we're not getting it back, and then we have to pay for man-made clean water, in order to provide the drinking water that right now nature provides for free.
We're quite shocked actually about 6 years ago when we found out that Dufferin Aggregates was going to be extracting aggregate on a wellhead protection area. So that's when we started to get involved. We were really never involved with local environmental or health risks until that time.
In the County of Brant, we have a lot of gravel. We have Dufferin to the north, and CCOB has fought them. They've got some good science backing them up, and they did bring about changes, and I don't think a lot of people appreciate what they've done because they brought that issue to the fore.
This is my thing. I'm a civics teacher. Pay attention. Let them know, because there are a lot of people who are hoping that we're not paying attention.
And I'll give you an example. We have a gravel pit operator. They needed us to rezone some land from agriculture to aggregate. Well, they have done it. Unfortunately, it went through, it was passed. But here was, I would call it, an agricultural municipality approving this in a 10-to-1 vote to take 200 plus acres of good agricultural land and basically just get rid of it forever. Why? So a gravel pit operator can go below the water table, get their gravel, and move on. When we voted on that, the council chambers were virtually empty, except for the gravel pit manager was there, and that was it. People need to make an effort to become informed, and they should be joining up with like-minded people. Citizens groups working with their counselor can accomplish great things. Get off the couch, go out, meet with everybody, and good things will happen.
It seems like it's not really palatable to be political, right? And people say, "Oh, I'm not political, I'm not political." But when you say, "Do you care about this?" Well, yeah. Do you care about this? Well, yeah. Well, when you can show people that the personal is political and the political is personal, and you can say, you just have to show up and let them know you're paying attention, that makes a difference.